What's going on, guys? It's your boy K-Star here, back at it again with another action figure unboxing review. Sorry it's been a minute, I've had a cold the last few days, so I've just been recovering and that. So yeah, today we're going to be doing another Bring Arts. So we're going to be doing the Bring Arts Neku Sakuraba from The World Ends With You Final Remix. Awesome. As you may know, there's a new game coming out in July, hopefully for him. A sequel to the DS version. And there's also an anime, so I thought I really don't need this guy. I haven't played the DS game, but I know about the character and how it goes because I'm a Kingdom Hearts fan, so he was in Dream Drop Distance. But yeah, I thought I'd grab this because with the anime releasing, usually characters start to get hella popular, and his usual price is $80. So I thought I'd quickly grab him. It's pricey, but with the anime coming out, he's gonna fly up. So anyway, without further ado, we'll get straight into it. Our random item of the day, we've got a Terry's Chocolate Orange Easter egg. From Terry's Chocolate Orange, you can get these from supermarkets. Probably not anymore because Easter's over and we're a bit late, but nevertheless, that's the random item. And we'll get straight into it. So, as always, the boring part, or the part that you might want to see. Got the box, lovely window display, and awesome The World Ends With You art. The dead retro street look. Love that. Bring Arts, the game there. Square Enix logo to make sure it's official. Some details about Neku in the game, we'll get into that later. And this awesome panel here where you can see Neku. This is what it looks like in his video game. It's like an anime manga style video game. So that looks absolutely awesome right there. Some shebang in Japanese as always. The top, some more art, warning signs. An awesome art of Neku just vibing to his music. Right there. And the bottom, Square Enix and the seal of approval. So let's get straight into it. So we'll go from the bottom as always. So I don't know if you can see that, but you get like an awesome Reaper art in the back there, which is a nice addition. Absolutely epic. You get an instruction manual as always. And here's what Neku looks like when you crack him out. So we'll get him out of his clamshell and get straight into it. So I have to say, at first glance, this guy looks absolutely incredible. I absolutely love this. So those of you that know me might know that black and purple are like my favourite colours. And this colour scheme is, I know I don't know the character that much, but I have to admit, he looks really dope. So he's based off like a Japanese teen, anime teen, cocky, ready for battle, all that. So we'll start with the paint and detail as always. So you get his awesome ginger / brown hair. I think it's more brown in the show, but they've added like an orange tint to it for the figure. You get his awesome purple and black headphones there, looking absolutely dope. Gotta love that. You get his bright blue anime eyes, looking pristine, like he's ready to whoop some ass. His hoodie, a dark shade of purple on his skin tone with the yellow armband. Nice details there. You get the dark shade of purple going onto the yellow, seamed with his purple jersey, which looks absolutely cool, and his hood. Dope. It would be good if you could put that hood up, but we can't have everything. You get his, whatever that, like necklace, or whistle looking thing that he wears. Quite nice. Would be nice if that was a separate piece, and I'll be very careful because that looks like it can snap off with ease. So always be careful with that. As we go down, we just get his regular belt. Nice detail there. Some white and grey shading. Some purple and yellow there. Go round. Nice shading on the shorts. And the pockets painted lovely. Skin tone again. And finally, you get his anime boots. Again, purple and black. Looking absolutely dope. And you even get the lace parts painted individually. Sorry, I'm shaking as always like a leaf. You know the drill. And yeah, looking awesome, and you even get sculpted soles. So yeah, really good. I actually really like this guy. Very fragile. Well, he feels fragile, but I don't think he is. But he looks dope. I have to admit, he looks really cool. So, yep. Paint and detail done. We may as well do articulation while we're here. So, if you just bear with me 1 minute. So for this guy's articulation, you get a swivel at the head, left and right, not much forward and back because it's on a single ball peg, and very limited because of that neck collar hood thing, which unfortunately you can't put up, so that's a shame. But you get your basic articulation there, which looks absolutely awesome. Unfortunately for those of you that like doing crazy poses, you don't get much at the neck, so that's a negative there. Arm you get really good, so because he's quite a skinny dude, you can do like an awesome bird pose, which is absolutely dope there. You can swivel the arms 360 at the ball peg if you're careful. I'm not going to because it's brand new and I don't want to snap it and waste 80 bucks. You even get an all the way elbow joint, so you can go even further than that, but you know me. So that's pretty dope there. And you get a full wrist rotation, so you can swirl the wrist all around, and you get a ball peg at the wrist also, so you can go backwards and forwards with the wrist as well as all the way around. So absolutely tons at the arm. Absolutely tons. Right, in terms of his torso, I'd be very, very, very careful with this because it's so delicate. So you get an up and down chest, and you get side to side, but be really, really careful because that is like the thinnest ball joint I've ever seen. I mean, that is a really small joint there, so be really careful. And you even get a waist, so at the waist, so basically it does swivel side to side, but it's on like a, I'd say like a malleable kind of, what's the word, bendable plastic. So if you pull that too much, it's gonna snap. I won't lie to you, it will snap. You can move both these joints of articulation, but they're very, very delicate, so I wouldn't if I were you. Then you get a floating piece for his crotch. Then you get for his legs finally. You can go all the way out and further if you want to. I wouldn't go any further than that because of the narrow ball pegs. As always, I'm always OCD and careful, but you can if you want to. You can go quite far forward, which is awesome, and quite far back, so about 45 back and forward, not too shabby, but he usually stands normally. Then you can go to 90 with the calves, absolutely awesome. And for the feet, this is probably the most disappointing part for me. You can't move the feet forwards and backwards, they're on a swivel because of the way his shoes are, so you get that, and you get a nice swivel there. And unfortunately no toe pivot, which it would have been nice if they just included a toe hinge. So that's really disappointing for me, especially for the price, 80 bucks. They could have done that for us. That wouldn't have been no skin off their neck. So that is a big shame for me, unfortunately. I do like to have a toe hinge on my figures, but as I always say, we can't have everything. So we've just got to kind of deal with it, unfortunately. So yeah, that's it really for Neku's articulation. Not the best. He's more just to stand here, look cool. Bear with me 1 second. Unfortunately as well, my knee is a bit dodgy. I don't know if you can see that, but I've got some quality control because it's an older figure and it's not quite flush, so I've got a dodgy knee, so that's going to affect my OCD, unfortunately. But regardless, sculpt and paintwork, definitely I'd say a 9 for me because he looks awesome. I like it very much. But the articulation there, I'd say about a 6 because of the toe and the neck. Anyway, because this video is going on for quite a long time, we'll get into some accessories before we wrap up. So put him to one side. The Neku, it comes with quite a bit of stuff, which is nice. So you get 5 interchangeable hands, you get the 2 fists he comes with, and the power hands when he uses his abilities. You get 4 faces, so you get the face he's got, then you get a nice closed eye face, which I think is my favourite. So that looks awesome there. You get a shouting face, and you get like a teeth gritting face, and then you even get like an ice or electric power effect, which looks really dope. Then, as always, you get a display stand, which your boy K-Star never uses. You know me very well. Never ever use that. So that's unneeded for me. And then finally you get your instruction manual, which you might need for this one because he's very delicate. So yeah, before we wrap up, I'll just quickly maybe change his heads out. So I'll do my favourite face. I think you just pull his head off like so, absolutely easy. That's why he doesn't have much articulation. And you just pop the head back on. And that looks dope. I mean, that is cool. He's just vibing. You don't want to be disturbed. You don't want anything. He just wants to be left alone while he vibes to his earphones. Absolutely rocking it. So we may as well, while we're here, take the other heads. So screaming or shocked. You've disturbed him while he's watching his music, listening to his music. And finally, angry. You've hurt his partner and he's not in the mood and he just wants to go home. So that's absolutely dope, I can't lie. Very cool. So, as I said, I'm not really a fan of the OG game. I may play it on the Switch or something when I get the chance, because I love the character designs and I love the idea. And it was, as I said, it was explored a bit in Dream Drop Distance. This guy met Sora and said to Sora, I'll meet you again when you come to our world. And obviously, no spoilers, sorry, but Kingdom Hearts, Sora went somewhere, we all know what happened to him. And he woke up, and I think he woke up in this guy's game world. So, that looks absolutely epic right there. So you can get him in a little pose, a dance pose or whatever you want to do with him. Not too shabby at all. Not too shabby at all. And you can have him about to whoop some ass with his ice power or flame electric energy effect. Looking absolutely awesome right there. So it would have been nice to have a couple of extra effects, but I think the fact we got 4 heads instead of the usual 2, I think that's dope. So we can't argue really. So yeah. If you want a quick backstory about Neku, if you're interested, you got this on the side, so you can say Neku is a headphone wearing 15-year-old boy who's withdrawn from the people around him. One day he awakens in a crowded Shibuya city, scrambled crossing, and finds that he has acquired the power to read other people's minds. He soon finds himself mixed up in an absurd game with one single rule: complete the mission in the time limit or face erasure / die. Crazy. Now Neku must team up with the other kids caught up in the game to overcome various challenges and defeat the mysterious monsters known as the Noise that have overrun the city. Will they be able to survive? Only time will tell. So yeah, it's basically the Reaper games, hence these Reaper signs on the back. When you die in real life, you come back alive in the game, and you get 7 days. You got 7 days to win. You got another chance at life. If you win the game, you basically get to go back to the real world and you come to life. So that's his mission in the game, to win. But along the way, he goes from being a selfish kid, only caring about himself, to caring about others and being aware. So it's pretty awesome, and he gets some good development. So it's worth to have a look. The game's The World Ends With You. It's on the Switch, final remix, and there's a new one coming out in July if you're interested. So yeah, that's the Bring Arts Neku Sakuraba figure from Square Enix. looking absolutely dope. So yeah, that's all for this one, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed, please smash that like button, hit that notifications bell, all that shebang that you don't want to hear about. Put it in the start of the video as well. Thanks for your time as always. Always appreciate you coming to spend time with the reviews. Yeah, nothing else really, guys. Stay safe as always. Keep grabbing cool stuff to keep your mind occupied. Stay safe and keep collecting.